Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. The Coastal Empire is an eclectic place where creativity thrives in spaces deeply rooted in local history. This Friday, you're invited to the opening reception of a quarterly event with local works on display. April Cameron is the general manager of Richmond Hill City Center. Heather Young is a local artist and Arts on the Coast board member. They join us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We were talking during the break. Artnite is an event that is not new. It's been going on for a while, but only at the City Center for about a year now.
Right. So basically what happened was we opened up the gallery at the Richmond Hill Visitor Center inside the old Henry Ford Bakery about 6 years ago. And Artnite became so popular, we ran out of space. And so April has been so gracious to host us at the Richmond Hill City Center for about the past year.
Now, speaking of space, let's talk about the City Center. What is this about?
So the City Center is an event venue. We have about 26,000 square feet of space that can be used for weddings or baby showers or business conferences, really any kind of meeting that you might need to have. But we love having Arts on the Coast there because they provide us with artwork that changes, so no events that happen ever look exactly the same because we always have new and fresh artwork in the building. It brings people in to come visit that aren't just there for events. They come just to look at the artwork. So it's great for us to partner with the Arts on the Coast organization.
And speaking of art, Heather, you're an artist. What can folks expect as far as your work is concerned?
Well, as far as my work goes, I am most recognized, I guess, for my tree drawings and paintings. And the theme for this event is Majestic, yes. So each artist can interpret it in their own different way. I have painted a very large triptych, so it's 3 panels of a giant oak tree on Cumberland Island.
In addition to artists, there's music as well. I mean, it's a nice space and a nice event because you'll have music, small bites for people to mingle and talk, connect, and discuss the artwork that they'll see and be able to purchase it.
That's right.
Yes, yes. So, and usually we have about 25 artists that display. They can display up to 3 pieces each. And one of the unique things about Arts on the Coast is that we're an organization that really works to lift artists, whether they're newcomers to the industry, people that are just kind of getting their feet wet, or seasoned professionals. And so our group invites artists from all walks of life to participate. And the City Center is so gracious to allow us wall space to display their work.
So the mission is to support, promote, and connect local artists while enriching the cultural landscape of the coastal Georgia region.
Absolutely.
So, elaborate on that. How important is that?
Well, the arts support economic development, and so it's very important that artists have an opportunity to show and the community has an opportunity to engage with them. And so it's a very non-pretentious setting, it's very casual, everybody comes out and has a great time, and you can explore all forms of art. So we are kind of trying to be an umbrella for everything. We'll have music, we'll have culinary, we'll have two-dimensional, and a lot of times we even have sculpture come out for Artnite.
And April, your thoughts on that?
Well, and I agree, and I think some of the things that people forget about arts as far as economic development, it's not just about purchasing the art, and in that regard, we have people that will go out to dinner either before or after the art exhibit. So they're coming for the art, but then it's still promoting the economy because they're spending money locally on other things. So the arts really do play a significant role in economic development in a community.
And we're taking a look at some of the pictures and some of the artwork in that space. We see children there. Here's a piece. Do you know what this piece is?
This is a piece by Brittany Neerhoof, and she's actually a very celebrated art teacher in Richmond Hill. Her and her twin sister are both participants. This is my piece. So it's a very, I celebrate the oak trees. I just think they're so iconic.
Majestic.
They are, they're majestic. This is a piece by Janelle Lecoe, and she does some very incredible 3-dimensional mixed media works. Photos don't do it any justice. When you see it in person, it's got a lot of gold in there. KK Wilson, she's very celebrated across the Low Country for her work. There's just so many, and we just finished up the first photo that you showed. We have an art camp that we do every year. It sells out, and the beauty of it is at the very end, they were able to walk to the City Center and take the children in to see the art in person that's hanging on the walls. And so for them to connect the dots between the work that they're doing in camp and then to be able to see it on the walls was really a magical experience for them.
I can imagine that. So what are each of you hoping people will walk away with when they attend this quarter's event?
So for me, again, it is about the City Center connecting with the community, giving people the opportunity to come and visit the City Center. People still say sometimes they didn't realize we were back there. This is just one more way for us to invite people in to see what the City Center offers. But again, for us, it is showcasing the artists. We have such good local talent here, and they need the space to be honored and celebrated, and I love that we can provide that for them.
Right. I just think it's all about community, and we're bringing all walks of life, and I'm very big on seeing artists network with one another, even if they're at different levels, different playing fields, and to be able to learn from one another. So obviously we want to see people take home art to deck out their walls by the end of the night, but we're mostly just happy to see people coming together from all walks of life.
And since it changes every quarter, you're always looking for artists.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And we do a different theme every quarter, so it keeps it fresh, so you're not just going to come in and see coastal work every time.
All right. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today. Here's the information on your screen. Artnite is this Friday. That's the opening reception for June 26th from 5:30 until 8 p.m. at the Richmond Hill City Center in J.F. Gregory Park. That's at 520 Cedar Street. You can find more information. See this interview again anytime on our website by visiting wsav.com/community corner. This is the opening reception, but how long will the exhibit be up?
3 months, right?
Yep, it stays up for 3 months, and then in 3 months we get to do it all over again with another theme.
I love it. You have to come back.
That's right.
I'd love to.
And time for a look at our forecast. Alyssa, good morning.